Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. I am here with another edition of Notes on the News, where I share with you my thoughts on headlines that I read to you from my news feed. And my thoughts may be based on me just having read the headline. It may be based on me being an expert in the subject or some combination of things. But it's not news, and that's what the title says. Not news. It's just my opinion on the news. And this here is Bella. She the video vixen. We always need a hot girl in the videos to sell videos, right? Cooperation is key. Why there should be more support for co-op businesses in Detroit. I'm a fan. My first job out of college was working at a credit union, a financial cooperative, and I have served on the board and been a member of food co-ops. I'm a fan of cooperative businesses. I think that the people should own the business. I think it's good when the people own the business and share the profits. Author Libby Weaver apologizes over mongalism in books. She used the term mongalism, and the new term since 1980s is Down syndrome. I guess I don't know enough to know one way or the other, but I learned something new reading the article. So, it's nothing wrong with learning something new. And it's also nothing wrong with being ignorant of certain things. We can't know all things and stay up to date on everything that's going on. I don't know this particular author, but I could empathize with her, maybe using a term or saying something that, you didn't realize was offensive to people. And then when you realize something is offensive to people, I apologize. Shoot, I ain't out here trying to offend nobody. So, I understood. Fake WhatsApp app downloaded more than 1 million times. They designed it to look like it was by the same people who do WhatsApp. I don't have that app. Instead of having a space, they had some digit or some object or whatever that looks like a space. So they were trying to spoof people, and they did, and who knows what kind of malware or maliciousness or bullshit they was doing. Rare 17th century Australia map found in attic. 17th century is 1640 something, and I guess it was like a European map of Australia or something. Belle Isle notes, Lake Okanoka restoration, new garden planned by famed designer. I like Belle Isle. I don't like it being run by the state necessarily, but I like living in a place where we have Belle Isle, which in Detroit it's one of the largest. I think it's like over 900 acres. It's a city park, and it's the largest city park in the country, and it's surrounded by water. There's like a beach there, a giant slide there. There's walking trails there. There's places for picnics there. There's there's you can boat there, or I don't know what they do, canoe, something like that. It's a nice place. I like Belle Isle. Timothy Coggins' 1983 murder was reportedly over a white woman, and one of his cousins in the article was like, he liked to hang around white people a lot. So I guess somebody felt like he was too close to some white woman, and they killed him. That's the theory now. It's kind of like a mixed bag. I don't have anything against white people, necessarily. I don't have anything. I guess I'm for all people. I guess I'm more for, I start with being for me and expand. I'm for me. I'm for my mama. I'm for my family. I'm for my community, but, yeah, hold on one second. But it's kind of like a mixed bag situation, because it seems like, I don't know who this person is. Coggins, rest in peace. And I don't think that, you should get murdered for whoever you associate with, I guess, unless you're associating with murder. I don't know. But, I don't go out of my way to have friends who are white, or to stay away from people who are white necessarily. But, sometimes it seems like, people like O.J. Simpson, or, sometimes it seems like there are people in the world who go out of their way to disassociate themselves from black people, and then they get punished for it or hurt as a result of it, or, an association with that disassociation with us. But then when the time comes, who's on your side? The black people that you didn't want to be associated with. So I don't know if that's the situation here, but that just kind of got me thinking about that type of situation. Like, your people, it seemed like we be there. My hair, I need to, it's woo, and it's just sticking up. I need to wash my hair badly. I need to detangle and wash it. And then I have rehearsal tonight. Tuesday is dark, but I got a workshop Tuesday night. Then Wednesday, Thursday, then I got opening show Friday. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to. I need to make some time to wash my hair. Oh, if I could make time, I'd make like an extra, maybe just like an extra 4 or 5 hours. If I could just make an extra 4 or 5 hours, that would probably make all the difference. Rafael Nadal not recognized by guard at Paris Masters. The name sounded familiar to me. Apparently he's a top tennis person and the guard didn't recognize him, which I don't know if I think that's a big deal. Is it the guard's job to recognize people by face? Ain't they supposed to have ID or something? I mean, I guess if you involved with tennis, you should recognize the people. But shoot, somebody could be a fake lookalike trying to sneak into the Paris Masters. I don't know. Yeah. Women have been shut out from directing for years, and now they're making the best movies in Hollywood. I think it's like something like 4% of the directors in Hollywood are women, and the article said the majority of moviegoers are women. That kind of surprised me. But anyway, yeah. Saudi-led forces have closed air, sea, and land access to Yemen. And you might have heard me mention before, we have like a whole Yemen population in this region, not in Detroit, but I think in Hamtramck. Or, they may be in Detroit, but I think definitely in Hamtramck you have a lot of people who are from Yemen, and I think they might be refugees of what's going on now, or they might be leaving because of drama and stuff that's going on in Yemen now. I don't know. The first American woman to win the New York City Marathon since 1977 took 3 months off from racing this year to recover from a back injury. Well, congratulations, lady. I don't know what your name is. Shalane Flanagan. Shalane Flanagan, congratulations. 77. I was 6 years old. That's a long time. That's like over 40 years ago. Wow. Congratulations. The alt-right is rallying around Papa John's, but the chain says it does not want hate groups buying its pizza. I think I'm going to reserve my comments. Maybe I won't. You know how sometimes you have a belief system and you might not realize that your belief system matches you up with other people who have belief systems. So it's sort of like they came out of their mouth, the Papa John president, CEO, whatever, head person in charge over at Papa John's came out of his mouth to harass, criticize people who are, some of whom are behaving and advocating and fighting on behalf of justice. And then you say something against them, and then the people who are also against justice, the alt-right, are like, yay, we like you. And you like, wait a second, I don't want to be aligned with you. Well, why not? Y'all all against justice. Those your people, ain't they? Maybe you just don't want to be publicly aligned. It's sort of like you on the side of wrong, and you don't know you on the side of wrong, but you want to be wrong, but not that far wrong. I don't know. A couple's before and after photos expose the reality between their perfect travel pictures on Instagram. I want to see that. I don't have time to see it at the moment, but that looked interesting. Because, when you see these pictures on Instagram, they're so beautiful and they're filtered and, they're edited. It's like seeing a model on the cover of a magazine. But that's not necessarily the way the person looks in real life. That's not necessarily the way that the travel site situation was looking in real life. They just got a picture, filtered it, edited it, made it look good, they selling. So I like to see that with travel, because I like to travel. It's a puta. Father accused of murder would have rather would rather have dead son than gay son. Woo, allegedly. I don't know if he said that or not, but that's what the article said. And that was really, really sad to me. And I think the little boy was 14 years old and the father was 53 or something like that. And I mean, it just seems like killing people seems like kind of a serious thing to me. And I was like, well, dang, if he thought, well, his soul is lost because of, you know, his orientation or whatever, because he gay or he might be gay, so I'm going to kill him. It's kind of like, well, dang, Father, what if that's your belief system, he might have turned around tomorrow, but you killed him today, so you ain't give him a chance to, quote unquote, turn around. And then I feel like, and also in terms of just killing people, I don't know. I mean, it's hard for me because I don't have any children maybe, and I don't understand the passion of the children. But I feel like to kill somebody, that seems like a severe thing. Like, I can think of some, like if somebody like came and they were like trying to stab me, I'd probably try to kill them. I guess, I don't know if I'd just be like, oh, go ahead and kill me. But that's like somebody trying to kill me. If somebody was getting on my nerves or I didn't agree with them or I thought that they were wrong, I'd just be like, you go over there and stay away from me. I don't know if I'd be like, well, I disagree with you, so I'm gonna kill you. I mean, I don't know. That seems really, really intense. And like killing somebody, it's like, it seems kind of final, doesn't it? Like, I don't know. That was sad when, so rest in peace, baby boy. You know, woman loses her job for giving Trump the FU. I don't know if y'all saw it. She had, you know, put her finger up and she was on a bike and the motorcade was going by, and the job fired her, and she's like, it's nothing on my Facebook page or social media that says that I even work here, so why are you firing me? And then also one of her colleagues has on his Facebook page a big banner for the company. Like if the company is called Be Fabulous You, his page says Be Fabulous You, and then he has a video or something on his Facebook page or Instagram or on some of his social media saying F all libtards or all libtards or buttholes or whatever. It's some profanity. So yeah, maybe it was profane for her to put the finger up, but she not associating with your organization on her social media. She don't say nothing about your organization according to the article. But this guy, he got on as his cover your organization, your business, your corporation, and then he cussing out people who have different political beliefs. So why didn't he get fired? That's what the woman was asking. I had the same question too. I thought it was a good answer, but she said she gonna find a job at a place like Planned Parenthood or someplace where their values line up with her values. My mother liked Planned Parenthood being defunded. They ain't got no jobs, but I'm like, a place like that where she feel like her values line up. But you know, so but and that makes sense to me. I think it's really, really good when you can be yourself and do your work, you know, and not really feel like you're pulled in different directions or like you have to hide who you are, you know, in the context of work or in the context of anything. Diddy's newest name change infuriates WWE fans. So he's changed his name to Brother Love, Love Brother, Love All, something like that. And there's somebody, a wrestler, who has the same name, and the people in the wrestling thing are upset because I guess they feel like he the only one that could have that name. I don't know. And then other people were like, well, like I think Wendy Williams was like, well, I'm still gonna call you Puffy because you told me a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago that I could always call you Puffy. I didn't have to change to P. Diddy. But maybe he changed his mind. Miss Wendy, you say people can change their mind. Now what I think, this is what I think you could change your name as many times as you want to. I don't have any issue with that, but I think that if you're 47, 48 years old, you have to understand, or you don't have to, but I understand at my age that everybody may not be able to keep up. Just because I changed my name, I can't then be mad at you for not remembering what my new name is if you done known me for all of my life as one thing. And then, you know, I remember my first husband, he used to go by, he had gone by one name all his life since he was a baby. And then when he was 30 something, he changed it. And sometimes he would be really offended when people called him by the old name because he felt that people were calling him by the old name in order to offend him. And I didn't see it that way. I didn't think they were trying to offend him. I just think sometimes it's hard to, you know, kind of remember, you know, I don't know, you know, but it wasn't me. So, you know, but yeah, that's what I think about Diddy. The Kremlin invested hundreds of millions in Twitter and Facebook through a Kushner associate. So, you know, they were just investing their money in something that they thought might give them a return. And lo and behold, maybe they got a return. I mean, I'm not saying that the election was hacked the 2016 presidential election and maybe some other elections before that. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. You don't know what I'm thinking, though. Or maybe you do. Paul Manafort was also involved in one of France's biggest political scandals. And I guess that's the thing. People can change, but for the most part, I think that, if somebody is a hustler, they're a hustler. If somebody's a liar, they're a liar. People more or less are who they are, and they do what they do. So it wasn't no surprise. Catalonia ex-officials freed by Belgian judge. Hey, what does that mean? I didn't know that the judge was holding them hostage. Uber might make more money this year selling real estate in Oakland than actually selling rides. An article said that Uber is losing money. Is Uber losing money because they've been having all these scandals, saying all the, having these issues with women and black folks? Haven't they been having issues with women and black folks? Y'all know I don't know nothing about no Uber, but I think I've seen them come across my news feed a couple times. Netflix email scam targets millions of subscribers. So people get a email saying your account is about to be suspended. Update your information. And then the people had the information and they use it for their nefarious purposes. Black to the future. New York team Harold Eke gets accepted to all 8 Ivy League schools. Was this an old story or a new story? Eke, that made it seem like he was like Ghanaian or somewhere, like recently African, right? Catalonia's longest week. So I think the article said at the beginning of this week, they voted for independence, and by the end of this week, all of these people were locked up. I was like, was that only in 1 week? Lawsuit claims teacher taped disabled student's mouth shut. Taped it shut, like with tape. Who does that? And who's doing it at school to students? What kind of people do they have in these? I worked in schools. I don't know what kind of people they have working in these schools. What in the world? They slamming the children and taping the mouths closed? I don't know. Off-duty DC police officer shot and killed in Baltimore. Wow, rest in peace. Science says children will grow up happier if you teach them a habit you probably do without realizing. And the habit is saying thank you. They're saying that people who have a attitude of gratitude are happier. John Wesley Blasingame, scholar, historian, pioneer in the study of American slavery. Mariah Carey splits with manager who launched her reality TV career. The woman Stella, I saw her on the show. Saudi Arabia, missile intercepted near Riyadh. Oh. This stunning photo series was inspired by black girls' natural hair in the Baroque area. Those photos were so pretty. Black people are so pretty. So that's what I got. Yay! Under 20 minutes. Today is the best day ever. You are the greatest. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm working on 200 subscribers. So thank you so much for joining us on channel Be Fabulous You. Thank you. I'm Angela. Today is the best day ever, as I already said. Bella is getting up to say hello while we sing Be You. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. It's not boring. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you.